Hey guys, it's Michelle with Michelle Creations. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Thank you guys for joining me today. I just wanted to hop on and give you a quick mini haul. I received an email about a week and a half ago, right before Easter, that Sizzix was doing a spring sale with up to 80% off their product. So I definitely wanted to check it out to see which products were on sale and if there was anything that I wanted, not that I needed, because I know that there's not really a need for any of the things. And I was pretty surprised with some of the prices. There were some things that I really wanted, which I'm going to share with you, that I had my eye on, and some things I had no idea were even on the market that I picked up. So this is actually one of those items. I didn't realize this was on the market with Sizzix, and this is a embossing folder. The name of it is Rain Clouds. The number is 666037, and it looks just different. I feel like you can do this anything on a card, whether it's like summer's approaching and it's like rainy days ahead, or something like that, or a baby shower, emphasizing the shower portion of the background. And just to play with it. So I really picked it up for that purpose. And I want to say that this was around $3. It might have even been $2. I'm not 100% sure on the pricing because I'm going off memory. But it was, to me, that was like a really great deal. So I got that one. And then I've had my eye on this one. This is a thin lit die with Tim Holtz. You got 11 dies in here. It is a little misleading because on the cover you think you're getting 3 bunnies. You're only getting 1 bunny. But what they're showing you is that the larger carrot can hold 2 bunnies. That's, I think, the concept, because I'm looking here at the imagery and you are getting 2 carrot sizes. And then you get the layering bits, but you only get 1 bunny. So in case you were like me and not paying attention, because I don't think I was paying attention when this came out. This was in 2020. Yeah, I wasn't following Tim Holtz at that time, so that's probably why I wasn't aware. But this one's called Carrot Bunny, and it's number 665213. I want to say this wasn't a huge discount, but I really wanted one of these. I have some of the other Easter collections or bunny collections from the newer lines, and I wanted to add this one because it's such a different type of bunny, and I think he's just so cute. And you could definitely have him holding other things besides a carrot. But anyways, I wanted to get him to play with him. I want to say this was probably, I really should have gotten the paper, shouldn't I? I want to say this was like about $12 or $15. Again, it wasn't a huge discount, but it was something that I wanted to get. Then I came across these sentiments. I sometimes feel I never have the right sentiment I want to put on a card or a tag. And so I really liked all the sayings that this one had. This one is Sizzix number 666319. You get 12 stamps and is mainly holiday themed. So you have All I Want for Christmas Is You, Joy to the World, Following Yonder Star, Jingle All the Way, I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, Let It Snow, May Your Days Be Merry and Bright, Walking in a Winter Wonderland, It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas, Deck the Halls, It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, and Here Comes Santa Claus. So I really liked all the concepts, and I really loved how they emphasized the main word, bold and in your face, and then everything else kind of was like the background concept. But I think these are like great sentiments to put not only on the front, but also on the inside of a card. And hopefully I can actually follow through with making Christmas cards this year. So again, this one is the one I got, and it calls the name as Seasonal Vibes number 2. So there must be a number 1. But I really like this, so I got that one. I want to, I'm just going to go and get the thing. Hold on. All right, I got my list. So that way I can tell you. So this one was actually $2. So I was almost there. $2. This one was $11.19. And then this one came out to $5.20. So don't know what the initial price was, but you can kind of gauge what usually stamps and dies and stencils go for. But that's what I paid. I found this one. This one was pretty neat. I really liked the whole happy birthday to you within the butterfly's wings. And then you got also these two other complementary butterflies, and they were different. And then you also got the die to go with it. So it's framelits with stamps. This one is number 666106. This one, let's see what I paid for. This one was only $3.80. So I think that's a really good deal. So I got that one. And then what I was very excited for were these 3 Stacy Park Sizzix dies. I saw these when she released them last summer, and I so badly wanted to get my hands on them, but I just couldn't pay the full price. So I was like, when I saw them on the thing with Sizzix, I was like over the moon ecstatic, and when I saw the price, I was like even more ecstatic. So each of these were $5. I'm not joking, $5 for each one. You do get 8 dies, and if you didn't see her release when this came out, you can definitely search for it on YouTube. Stacy Park is a designer for these dies for Sizzix, or they're called framelits. But you have a couple different ways to work with these. You can use the embossing option and then basically use a sander to kind of reveal the embossed image. You can leave it as is, or you can also take the die, so it would also be like a framelit, and then go around it and kind of give that framelit, which is why they're showing 2 different options. So after I share with you the rest of them, I'm going to see if we have time to do a little fun demo, because I really want to play with these. So as you can see, you're actually getting the 2 pieces. They are individually separated, they're not attached. So I got this one that does it have an idea of what, oh, Doris dotted top note. So that's that one. This one is Renee Deco rectangles. So it's 666553. So again, it's the same concept. I think she had other ones, but these were the 3 I was looking for. And then this one here is a circle, and also has this other shape here, which I'm not sure what the purpose is for that one. I gotta go watch her video again. But this one's Elena arched circles. So again, it has a different design, and that's kind of like what I liked. They were all 3 different designs for the embossing, and then you had the different design of the framelit. So each of them were $5. I just was like blown away. And then I eyed this last time when Sizzix did their sale. I think it was during the holiday season last year. And I don't know, I was like, I really want it, but there were other things I wanted. And when it was offered again this year, I said, I'm going to pay the money. So I think this is usually like $29 or so, but it was on sale for $17.49. So I did get it. It does come with both the stamp and the die. So you get 4 dies and 17 stamps. So I'll open this real quick. I do love how these companies are doing more and more collaboration. I just warms my heart because you like it when the companies blend. So let's see if I can. It's not easy to take apart. Here we go. So here are all the stamps that come with it. So these are all one. So you can fold it, so you'll have a however you want to I don't know, like fold it, whatever. You get my point. Then you have all the little tickets with friends, my favorite, oh my heart, so thankful, best ever. You have this little piece right here. That's like a little note, but it's like very small, a dotted option, another grid pattern. But I loved all of them anyways. So then here you have the dies. So this one here is going to be for the bigger ones, the 3. Then you have this one here for the tickets. So it's definitely giving you that edge ticket, like if someone broke it off. This one here is going to be for the ones on the right hand side, so you can fold, so you do get that little I don't know if it's a score or if it's a cut, or it gives you that concept that you can kind of break off. And then this one up here at the top, I believe, is for the middle ones. So it kind of gives you another concept of a ticket, but just in a different size. So again, I'm like so excited. So I really, really wanted this one along with the other ones, but this one I was like, I have to have this one now. So anyways, so I got those. So I'm gonna go ahead, now that I've given you all that stuff, and I was thinking to myself, I recently shared with you guys the what is it called, the butter press, and I was wondering if it would work, because it's not designed for the butter press. It's designed to emboss and then use a sander. So we're gonna do it both ways because I'm just kind of curious to see how this would work. So bear with me for a second. All right, so I have with me, I got my Spellbinders Platinum 6 out again, because last time I thought it worked better with that. And then I have the Better Press doohickey guy here. And then I brought out the Better Press black ink because I felt like let's not complicate things. And so let's make a little bit of an easier one. Let's do this one. So we're gonna do the rectangles. And so first off, let's do the sanding, because I think that's the initial concept of this whole thing. So what we're gonna do is we'll do this size, and I have some black artisan paper. I think this is artisan, leftover bits. Does it fit? Yes, it does. All right, I'm gonna go get my blades or my plates. Give me a second. All right, so from what I remember watching, I believe we're supposed to use the embossing plate, this one, not this one, not this one, not this one, and this one. So how to emboss a cut shape, yeah. But from my understanding, the way that I saw Stacy Park demonstrate it, this is all dirty, is you put this down, we put this here, and at this moment we're just gonna like play with it and see what happens. And so let's move this off to the side and see how it goes. I don't think we need another plate. Okay, so let's try this. Nope, not gonna work. I feel like you need, is it the other way around? I think maybe it is. I think this goes here, and this goes on top. It's been a minute, guys. I'm so sorry. Even though it has the instructions on the thing, right? I should pay attention. And then like that. Let's try it this way. All right, so we're just going to go this way. And now, the squishy thing on the squishy plate on top did move, and Stacy did explain that that was going to happen. So you can kind of see the indentation, but it didn't go through all the way. All right, so let's try it a different way. So it's this one, the paper, let's put the thing down here, which this is not how she did it, but we're gonna do it like this and see. I feel like I probably need like a shim or something. Take number 2. Not every time does it work the way you want it to work, right? Okay, so let's see if that was a better concept. I put that paper in there. Okay, so yes, I think that's the better concept. All right, so now I don't have the sanding block that she had, but I have the Tim Holtz sander thing. So I was gonna try it with that and see what happens. So let's go a little closer so we can see. Now, again, I'm not sure if this is gonna work because she used her own paper, and I think, you know, Black Artisan has black on black. I don't think it has a white core, and I think I need something with a white core because you're not really getting anything. I think that's really the whole concept. So let's try something with a white core because now we know what we're doing. Okay, so I got this paper. We are gonna do, we want this part to be up, so that we want debossed or embossed. Let's cut this down. You can definitely tell that we're having some fun. I love trying new things. All right, and then I think we did this one. And then we did the shim thingy. We put a paper there and we did that. So let's try this. So I think the trick will be you want something that has a white core. Come on. There we go. So if we have the white core, I think that's what is gonna be what we need. Oh, I realized I zoomed out and forgot to zoom back in. That would have been smart. Okay, so now we have that portion, and let's see if this works. I think it's working. This is so freaking cool. So now that you kind of like shared or I guess revealed the amount you want, so you see now you can see everything. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to cut around it. So now I'm gonna get the layer outside. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go like this, and we are going to line it up, and I am going to get some masking tape, or sorry, mint tape. Now the other thing is, if you want the thing on the inside, you would then choose the next one. So let's do this one, and then we'll do that option. And then I want to try the option, which I guess wouldn't work now that I'm thinking about it, because you need the impression to come through unless you do it on the other side. All right, I'm already thinking, and I already see that I moved it. And that one's not working. All right, so we don't need this plate anymore. We need this one, but we need to put this other stuff. So I'm gonna use the sandwich of the magic mat, my die, my plate, my other plate, and zoom you guys out. And let's try this bad boy. All right, is it gonna cut? There we go. I'm so used to my electric one that sometimes I don't know if I'm doing the right sandwiches. So I had it too close to the edge. It slightly cut. There we go. Look how cool that is. All right, so let's do another one, but we're gonna cut out the center so we can actually do a whole frame. So we're gonna do the same concept. Let's do this since we know how to do it real quick. We're gonna put this here. We're gonna use the same size. We're gonna put this toward the bottom. We're gonna use the squishy, and then I think Stacy Park calls, I'm gonna put my shim, the knock knock, and then I'm going to put this in here and get it going. Get it going. There we go. I like my electric one better. I think that's why I opted into it. When I started using this in the beginning, I was just like, oh my God, there has to be an easier way. And I'm so grateful that I was able to get one of those. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna reveal it. So let's do that real quick. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just going on the surface. I'm not putting any pressure. I'm just going side to side. So like I said earlier, you definitely want something that reveals a core, whether it's craft or white. And then as much as of it you want to get off, because if you still want some of the color to peek through, you could definitely do that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take both. We're gonna take the outside to get that cut, and then we're gonna go and get the middle one, or the inset. So the outside and the inside. So now we're gonna put that one on the in, and then we are going to pray that they do not, where did I put the other one? I had two pieces and I don't know where they went. I just wanna make sure that they stay. All right, so then we had the sandwich of that one, and then we put this on top, and we're gonna put it in the middle this time, so we don't have an issue. And we're gonna put this one on top, and then we are going to put it through. Oh, I found it, it's over there. All right. I get so excited. Okay, so we're gonna take the top one and the bottom one, and let's see, did it come out all the way? I think it's because I have to go back and forth. I think I need another shim or something. Or the paper's too thick. So there is one. I mean, I see the indent. It just didn't go through all the way. And then the middle, is it gonna come out? No, it's being stubborn. I would run it through again, but I don't wanna ruin it. There we go. Just have to so look how pretty that is. Obviously I gotta clean it up a little bit because I cut it. But if this would have gone through the other thing. So I just think it's so neat. It's different. And then you can put, you know, a shaker. You can make it into a shaker bit. You can put your sentiment in the center. And you can also use this piece on anything you want. So I think it's pretty neat. I'm not sure how often I will use it, but I definitely like the concept. So I was thinking of using ink, but I'm I'm comprehending now, given that the process, now that I'm doing it versus seeing it on the screen, won't be able to use your better press at all. I was thinking it would give an impression. You know what? Let's try it anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna move this to the side. My thought is as follows. I'm gonna use red. We're gonna cut down a piece. And we're just gonna keep up with the same size just to keep it simple. So let's do this size. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this off. I'm going to put this in the center. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get, no, we're not gonna do that yet. We're gonna put this down, and I'm just gonna guesstimate where it will be. And we're gonna do the same technique I did in the last one, which I'm gonna put the thing there, and then one here. All right, so put it back where I wanted it. All right, and then we're going to put this down. I'm gonna pick it up. Let's see if this works. All right. So because it's very thin, I'm seeing that it won't. If I probably use a brayer, maybe, because I'm only getting the surface, but I feel like I'm getting more ink on my thingamajigger than anything else. But let's try it anyways, see what happens. What's the worst that it can happen, right? All right, so now I'm gonna put this through here and see what unfolds. Now the dye, well, I guess it's not really a dye, so I'm not even sure if it would even attach. I probably should have put an additional shim inside. Yeah, look, it didn't do anything. I wonder if I put additional paper. Let's see. Let's see. Let's try it one more time. So we're gonna put it back. Because it got on there a little bit. Look how cool that is. So it would work. You just have to add more. Now, obviously here, I probably didn't put enough ink. But then now I don't have that line going across. So now if I change it to, we'll clean this off in a second. So if I now add, which I need another mint thing. So instead of it being white, now I have it as whatever color I wanted. I wonder if this would work on the Tim Holtz tag dyes. Do we want to do this as well? Sure, why not? So let's put this down. And this one on the inside. Let's just do it all, right? It's not going anywhere. Okay. So we're gonna do the whole sandwich thing and see what happens. And you know what? For funsies, we're gonna go in one more time. See if that helps. All right, we're gonna lift this up. Did it go through all the way? Yay! So I needed to go through twice. All right, guys, so I went ahead and did it with the butter press instead of doing the shave. So I don't know what you think, but here are the different options. I kind of like the white showing But I understand if you're not working with a paper that doesn't have a white core, why you might want to do color. So if you're working with a different shade of cardstock and you want to emphasize the design with color, then you have another option. So I think that's kind of cool. What are you guys' thoughts? So anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I don't want to take up more than your precious time that's needed. So I will be back with another video later this week. So I will see you then. Until then, have a great rest of your day. If you like the content, definitely hit that like button. If you aren't subscribers yet, I would love to have you as a subscriber. And then you would also want to hit the notification so that you are aware of when I drop another video. In the meantime, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you then. Take care.